Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You guys, we have some major updates today. You've got to see this. Remember the big bed that we planted the other day? Look, we already have some white, white baby's breath coming up. Look at that. Look there. Look at there. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Oh my God. Nothing else coming up in that bed yet, but I wanted to show y'all my basil because look at those true leaves coming up. Oh, it looks so good. Like, look at how pretty she is. Oh my God. My thyme is coming up even more. It's looking very, very nice. I'm also getting some true leaves on the parsley. Oh, I am so excited. No lavender coming up yet. I'm a little nervous. We do have some dill sprouts coming up. Now, I planted those from seeds directly into the bed. Now, I did do this little spot without y'all. I decided, I got this little trellis thing from Lowe's, and I decided I'd put my sweet peas. I put some on the inside and on the outside. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but basically these are going to climb up this trellis. That one looks sad for some reason. Oh wait, I have a little sprout right here. What is that? This is, okay, we have a little Chinese forget-me-not sprout coming up. Some alyssum coming up. Well, that's another alyssum right there. There's my peppermint right there. So basically on today's agenda, okay, I need to finish planting. I'm either gonna do dahlias or zinnias. I might do both. And with the sweet peas like on the outer edges because those aren't climbing flowers. I've got all of these right here that I could transplant. And I also need to transplant, have some more rosemary coming up. See, whenever I put those into the beds, I only planted what I had, but now I have some more. So I'm probably gonna transplant those to pots. I also have some more peppermints coming up. I need to do these parsleys right here, transplant those to bigger pots. Also have a lot more of these trays of stuff down in the tobacco trailer. I did get some more dirt stuff. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. So let's see. I'll send my mom a picture of the ducks. Look at them in their pond. Their little makeshift pond for the time being. All right, so anyways, let's get into today's video. I'll stop jibber jabbering and we'll move right along. I'm gonna go ahead and get my buckets of dirt set up. This is just dirt from out yonder, and I'm gonna put my fancy stuff in these buckets just to make my life a little bit easier, you know what I mean? I'll tell y'all what, I have been extra cautious around the house today because over the weekend there was a big old snake. A big old snake. I'll have to show y'all that, but I'm like, I do not do snakes, okay? Dumperoo. All right, I got my little station set up. But before I do that, I do want to go ahead and finish up planting the beds here. So I can go ahead and give them a good little water. Also, we got a new hose for the little water spigot thingy back here. That way I don't have to keep filling up my watering can and trying to water this whole entire thing with just a watering can. So that's gonna make life a little bit easier here. Got a nice little wind going on today, so I decided I'm gonna do zinnias and dahlias. Now I'm clearly not gonna plant all these. We're gonna do the, go ahead and do a dahlia right here. I do believe dahlias tend to get taller than zinnias. I hope that's right because I'm putting the dahlias in the center here. I think I'll just do 3. Yeah. God dang, it's hot. It was like cold this morning, now it's hot. Oh, I'm so sick of North Carolina weather, man. Pick a season, stick with it. Oh, when I get done doing this, I gotta show you the sweet peas. One of them, the little vines already starting to wrap around the little trellis. I'll have to show you that. It's so cool. Girl, I ain't got the knees for this. I'd rather break my back because my knee ain't doing it for me. Now let's go in with some of these zinnias. This one looks really pretty. Here, let me show you what this looks like. Look at them roots. Beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful, gorgeous. I did that. I did that. I'm so excited. Oh, this is so much fun, I swear. Isn't that so beautiful? This is so fulfilling, man. I swear it is. Have you ever made like a homemade pie or like a homemade cake, like something completely from scratch, and it turned out so amazing and you were just so happy? This is me right now with this. All right, so I'm gonna put a little tag right here. So these are the dahlias, these are the zinnias. I might have room to plant something right in the middle of this trellis right here. We'll see. These zinnias are very strong. I'm very happy with how these are turning out here. It's got a nice root system on them. So I have these asters right here that I almost forgot about. So I think I'm gonna try and do these right here in the center of the trellis. I don't know though, because I'm pretty sure they require full sun, and once these get big, I don't know how that's gonna work, but it'll all be okay. It'll all be okay. And that is it. My raised beds are now 100% complete. I could really use like one more. We might get another one. All right, but check out these sweet peas, okay? I don't know how well you can see that, but do you see that vine starting to wrap around that trellis right there? You might be able to see this one even better. See that? How cool! Real quick, I'm gonna give these all a nice good water. Would you just look at how beautiful? All right, I gotta get some trays so we can start transplanting to some bigger things. I'm so sketched out to come over here right now. It's not even funny. Better not be no daggone snake. I'm breaking my finger. I'm breaking my finger. All right, so for starters, I'm gonna start with these parsley. I'm gonna have to thin some of them out here. Take a little bit of my dirt, a little bit of my pot and soil, a little bit of my seed starter. I just feel like it has like a lot of nutrients in it. Like I said, I have no daggone idea. Okay, so thinning them out. You see how there's some that's strong and some that's not? We're gonna clip the ones that is not strong. Make a little hole, stick it right in my pot. Top it off a bit. And that is one done. Yay! I'm just gonna keep doing that until I ain't got no more left. This is so random, but I would just love to know in the comments, what are your hobbies? Like, what's something that you enjoy doing that might not be like a known thing? Like, and I only ask that because I saw on TikTok the other day, this lady makes homemade journals. Like, she makes the paper, makes like, is it the binder? I don't know, the cover, I don't know. She makes like journals from scratch, and she makes a freaking killing doing that. And I'm just like, that is so daggone cool. Like, who would have thought to do something like that? But like, I feel like everyone has something special that they enjoy doing. And if you're like, I don't have anything special that I enjoy doing, maybe you just haven't found it yet. You know what I mean? I just feel like everybody has something unique, something special about them. And it just might take you a little bit longer to find it. I like to do a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? And there's been some things where I do for a day. I like hyper focus, hyper fixate on it for a day, and then I don't ever touch the stuff again. It just, you know, it just really depends. Anything like farming, homesteading, anything like that, I have always loved. This is the most satisfying part, is just like cutting it. I love doing that. So I'm about to be 26 and I still don't know what I'm gonna do in my life. I genuinely do not know what I'm gonna do in my life. Is anybody else like that right now? I might just do this for the rest of my life. I feel like people make it seem like you have to have it all figured out by the time you're a certain age. But I just don't think that's true, you know? Like, I'm very much like, I'm not going to do something that I'm not happy doing. You know what I mean? Because you have one life. I'm not going to be miserable every single day of my life going to freaking work in an office on a computer all day. Like that, I just couldn't do that. I know some people love doing that. I couldn't do that, okay? I couldn't. I have ADHD. I cannot sit still that long. That's not something I could do. But I just, like, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, I'm not going to be miserable every single day of my life doing something I don't enjoy doing. That's why I'm like, I don't know what I want to do in my life. Like, I love doing this. How can I do stuff like this for the rest of my life, you know? And it's like, even whenever I quit my job to do makeup, I knew I wasn't going to do makeup forever, you know? Like, what am I going to be, 90 years old, if I even make it that long, doing a makeup tutorial? No! No! You know what I'm saying? 90 years old putting rhinestones on my eyes? No. Like, no. So it's like, I knew that I wasn't going to be doing this for the rest of my life. But it's like, I just don't know. Like, do I want to have a greenhouse and sell, like, one of those giant, locally known, locally famous greenhouses or whatever? Like, there's a greenhouse that we go to, and that's where we get all of our tomato plants and stuff from. Do I want to do something like that? Do I want to, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life. And I feel like that's okay. Y'all gotta let me know in the comments, do you have any idea what you want to do with your life? You could be 50 and still not know what you want to do with your life. And I think that is okay. You know what I mean? Okay, so all of these look funky dunky. So I'm gonna funky dunky. Like, what the hell? What the hell-a-rooney is that? I think that's it for the parsley. Stick them in these little trays. They fit nice and good in there. Whoa. Gorgeous. And I'm going to put my little tag on there so I know what the hell it is. Now I'm going to go in with this basil. You see how beautiful that is? Oh my God. So excited. Okay. I'm going to finish up this stuff and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for today's video. I got everything finished up. Here, I'll show you that really quickly. So here's the different things that I got put into my bigger little containers. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video and let me know what you want to see next. Bye!